seen the odds, but Vick is the favorite.
You're right. Minus 150.
Minus 150. You got minus 150. Yeah, that makes sense. I guess you don't really know what to expect out of Justin Gaethje when you look at his previous fights. They're all fight of the nights. They're all these fucking slobber knockers, and we love to see it. And he doesn't really use any of his wrestling. His fight of the year, basically, against Michael Johnson, which was ridiculous in 2017 on the Ultimate Fighter finale, was a fun one. That was his first fight in the UFC. But then it gets a little sad for him after that because he had the Eddie Alvarez fight where, he gets knocked out by the knee with Eddie Alvarez. Then he fights Dustin Poirier and just gets fucking murked with Poirier. They're fun fights to watch, but in 2018, you cannot fight that way and be successful at the top echelon of the division, which they threw him to right away. Michael Johnson, he's not a top 5 guy, but he gives guys a lot of problems, but you're going to be able to beat him and kind of force him to kind of quit in that scenario. When you get to the Eddie Alvarez and Dustin Poirier, that doesn't really work. They'll play that game a little bit, but then skill takes over, and you can see it's not working out for him. I think he's always going to be a win one, lose two type of guy. I think that's his story, and we're always going to tune in for it, and he's exciting to watch. But how long can he take that punishment? And especially, he says he's going to start using his wrestling, which would be awesome because he is a phenomenal wrestler. Since he's hit the scene, I've told you guys, I've known Justin Gaethje for a very long time. He was wrestling with us before he was even fighting. Leister Bowling, who was my head coach, took him under his wing. He was a coach at UNC, Northern Colorado, and he'd always tell us how much of a badass Justin Gaethje was. All-American at Northern Colorado, athletic guy, and for whatever reason, he just wants to be an entertaining fighter and be these slobber knockers, and that's what he's into. It pays the bills, and it doesn't. It's very short-sighted. So, he said he's going to start using his wrestling. I don't think they're doing him any favors tossing him Vick. Vick's a nightmare. You look at Vick, you look at his track record, it's about goddamn time they've given this kid a good fight. His only loss was in the first round to Dariush, who's nothing to hang your head about. Dariush is a fucking monster. But other than that one hiccup, that motherfucker's 1, 2, 3, what is he, fucking 13, besides...
Justin Gaethje. I'm a bit worried about this dude, man. When you hear other fighters say that he's a little punch drunk, he's slurring his words, so on and so forth, I don't know why he's doing this. To my knowledge, just as Brendan just said, the dude is, if I'm not mistaken, he's an NCAA Division I, right? So he can wrestle his ass off. So he can do what Khabib does in a way. He can do what Chael did in a way. Why aren't you doing that? You see, this is the kind of thing I don't understand, right? If he's doing this all for a money grab, I get it. Cool. He's going to get the biggest checks for a while till he can't take it anymore. If he's doing this for greatness, why are you going to stop that double leg? Why aren't we exercising every single opportunity to win? You are NCAA Division I wrestler, buddy. You know how many... If Francis Ngannou had those kinds of skills, he would be the heavyweight champion right now. He would have faced DC. He would have probably lost to DC too. But what I'm saying is, you have a skill set that at certain places, every single champion in the UFC is literally that good, if not better, of a wrestler. Why aren't you using that to become a champion? I don't understand that mindset. You see, I understand what he's doing from a fan perspective. He's probably the fastest growing MMA star UFC scene, right? Aside from Ngannou, they really hyped him up, but his performances aren't amazing, but the fights are. There's never a boring moment in his fight, and honestly, that's gonna get you a whole lot of fans, man. Let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe, and I am out.
How do you feel about it? Yeah, Conor McGregor, you're taking everything I work for. I'm gonna fight you. You know what's the real fight? What's the real money fight? Is me, not these clowns that you already punked at the press conference. Don't no one want to see that. You know you beat them already. That's the easy fight. You want that real right here. Hey, and I'm not.
Unfortunately, we